And as I told you, a full house on a Friday morning. Did I tell y'all we got retro television?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's great.
And watching Kojak, Adam 12, Dragnet with Jack Webb. We got Wagon Train on this weekend. Leave It to Beaver at 11, and Rifleman at 11:30.
Oh, Rifleman's bad, man.
Yeah. A-Team starts Monday night at 7 o'clock in place of Sports Buzz. They're moving to 5:30 a.m. Thanks for the cooperation. And all right. Let me do Dr. Allen. Let's talk to Alan Coleman first. He is your dentist. I don't know who you use, but I can tell you who you need to use. Dr. Alan Coleman. Hey, where's the rest of your gang this morning, Alan?
They're off, I guess.
How's things going up? How's that 7 to 7 going?
It's going. Been busy. Yeah, we're trying to make sure that we got everything covered. On split shifts, it's a challenge sometimes.
I bet it is. And then you've got a new dentist starting in the summer, right?
In July. That's wonderful.
Yeah, this summer, Dr. Lindsay Marshall. We're looking forward to her joining us.
You guys have got it going on down
Yeah,
there.
y'all are just, you've grown so much since you've been on television.
Yeah, all because of Z2.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Alan, you know better than to do
Well,
it.
when Dan Williams, used to be mayor, calls us on a Saturday morning, you got Alan's phone number? I got a toothache. I need to get in.
Yeah.
And that ain't the first person we've had to take care of. So,
Well, you're a great agent.
Yeah, you need me to start working down there.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on there? Y'all can do everything: cleaning, whitening.
Zoom?
Yep.
Filling?
Try to do a little bit of everything. The ortho's big now, 6-month smile.
And I'm hearing a lot of people be thankful for the 7 to 7 hours that you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coleman Dental Group, the best dentists in the world. Anything else we need to talk about before we get political?
Well, I'm thinking about getting political, but I'm waiting.
Are you going out? You're going to run for mayor next year?
Well, I'm kind of testing. No, I'm not running for mayor. So.
Oh, no, city council.
Well, I don't know yet. So.
Is Harold Wells going to run for re-election over in that district, Ronnie?
He hasn't said definite, but I feel pretty sure that he will.
Will or will not?
Will
run?
Will run. Yeah.
All right, we got Mayor Ronnie
think
Marks
so.
up here, Dan Williams, State Representative. Dan, let's talk to you first about the big thing. Ronnie, you can chip in on this too, what your deal on this. They're talking about in a house right now, redoing Morgan County and putting them in the 5th district.
Yeah,
But the Decatur Daily is saying that's not a good idea. They said that some of them say it is a good idea, some people say it's a bad idea.
Yeah, this week and next week, the committees that on redistricting in the legislature are meeting, and then we'll go back to follow up on what they come up with. But in District 5, Morgan County, which is split now between 5 and 4, and also the city of Decatur is split in that, they want the entire county to be under District 5, Mo Brooks. Now there are some places.
Now, didn't they used to be in District 5?
Years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, no, it's been split for a long time. But now, Priceville and some of the other smaller communities want to stay in District 4. But Decatur at least wants the entire city of Decatur.
Well, how you going to vote?
Well, I don't know what's going to be presented. I mean, it's something, the lines will be drawn and presented, and I suppose.
Ronnie, is there an advantage or disadvantage to being in District 5 for Morgan County?
Well, I think Athens Limestone County needs to stay in Congressman Mo Brooks' district, and we're talking about the congressional level now, because next year you got all the state redistricting that's coming up that is extremely important to us.
All right. Dan, let's go back. We interviewed Representative Mickey Hammonds, Republican, down that way. They sponsored a immigration bill. We'll have that interview next week. He was at the Owens Community Deal Thursday when we were out there, or Wednesday rather. He says that the state of Alabama spends $200 million alone just educating illegal immigrants.
It's a lot
That's
of money.
not counting hospital bills, whatever else they pay for. Could be well.
It's a lot of money associated with the illegals. Now, the House passed a bill that Mr. Hammond sponsored and sent to the Senate. The Senate now has passed it with some changes. It comes back to the House, and everybody has to agree on the same thing. If they can't agree, it goes to a conference, and then it comes out. So there will be an immigration bill.
Well, now, the
passed.
Huntsville Times came out with an editorial that we just shared with you folks, says Alabama doesn't need this.
Well,
why are liberal newspapers against this?
Well, I think they're following their advisor, President Obama, President Obama's trying to build his base, and he's got to have the Hispanic vote for 2012. So, you know, he's been saying that he's secured the border and everything. There's no problems now. They've captured more guns and drugs and arrested less people. So anyway, the statistics come out, President Obama sort of takes justification in whatever they say.
You guys go back to work in, what, 2 weeks? What's the main topic down in Montgomery y'all are working on right now?
Well, the immigration bill will be coming back, and then the tenure bill for school teachers is coming up.
I ain't for that.
Senate Bill 310, and that's going to be coming up for a vote. Now, is
that what the education, they're all against this?
Well, AEA is against everything the legislature does. AEA is, you know, has lost a lot of its power since the Republicans took over. And every issue of the newsletter that comes out is usually got friends list and enemy list.
All right, getting political here a little bit, there is no truth to that you might consider running for re-election against the current Mayor Marks. No. You're just joking, right? Because, I mean, I hear this every time I go somewhere.
You're the one that always brings that up.
That's probably a reason for that.
I've got a 4-year job to do in Montgomery. You know, I may, after that 4 years, I may have to be running for something.
Or running from something.
Yeah, but I'm going to finish out my term down there. It's a lot of important things going on, and this redistricting that's coming up next year with the legislative the legislative districts in the state of Alabama is going to be very important to Limestone County.
Right. Mayor Marks. It's hard to have two guys. You know, everybody still calls him Mayor Dan, Mayor Marks. The city of Athens, has everybody got power now? Are we fully?
Everybody's got power unless there was a direct hit in areas that we just can't establish power. Right now, there's going to be some probably intermediate outages all through the summer until we get back to normal. We've got lines strung in a little unusual kind of situations, but everybody, to my knowledge, is back on. If you're out there and do not have power and people around you have power, you need to make sure that you call.
Beyond the power, Mayor, what was the biggest obstacle facing you, basically, in being the mayor of Athens when all this happened?
I think just the need for the community to come together, which they did so great, and try to support everybody even outside the city limits of Athens. City limits of Athens got remarkably lucky, thank God, that we didn't get any direct hits anywhere. It came through close to Houston Place. We've got a lot of debris down out there. But everybody is cleaned up, but we've worked a great deal with the county and with other people, and just supporting our electric utility workers, because, and our first response guys, fire, police, gas department people that were out there cutting their way into subdivisions to make sure that people was okay, working with the Sheriff's Department and EMA.
Well, I'm glad you're saying it now. I know I can call you. We got a street light out on our street, and it's dark out there in the morning.
We can get to it.
So we can get to it now. I was afraid to call beforehand. I've just been going out there, in the morning, walking in the dark. You got something you want to announce before?
We Finance in Hazelgreen is actually, they're putting together a wrestling event, and all the proceeds will go.
We Finance and what?
Come over here.
I don't even know. Go ahead and say it.
Finance in Hazelgreen, rather, is selling tickets for a
wrestling match.
Yes, so contact them for initial information.
Who's wrestling? Tojo?
We need to get that lady Mike Blakely picked up.
Yeah, the one down there with no pants?
Yeah.
That was a funny article. Dr. Coleman, would you like to add anything politically? You want to make any, you ran for president 4 years unsuccessfully.
Well, I'm interviewing right now, for potential campaign managers.
Well, I thought that was the natural for me.
Well, we'll see.
So he has a staff that can make it look good.
I got one question for you, too, Mayor.
Yeah.
Garth Jr. was on the show yesterday, and he won Citizen of the Year in the great city of Athens and Limestone County. How do you win that and not live here?
Well, that's a good question. Whoever, I guess I would think community service, I would think.
It could be there wasn't any outstanding citizens.
There was nobody else. They just had to give it to somebody. So
Mayor wasn't outstanding.
We wasn't there.
Legislator wasn't outstanding.
Ronnie, we had video of your speech the other day down there. How did your first State of the City go?
Well, other than going too long, I said something to my wife.
You told me you was only going to do a half hour.
Yeah, I said, why didn't you why didn't you cut me off and tell me I was going too long? She said, because you didn't look at me.
How long did you go?
So anyway, it was about 20 minutes over, and I had a lot to say. I got a little wound up, but we'll cut it down. And then we did. I wanted to spend time on this redistricting. I'm telling you, people, ordinary folks don't understand how important that is to Athens and Limestone County. It's extremely important that Representative Dan Williams stays in District 5. The majority of Athens covers our county, and we don't have it chopped up in 2 or 3 different directions.
So you would have the entire Limestone County if this is next?
No, he couldn't have all of it. Yeah.
It's based on population of legislative House district has to have about 45,000 people.
Okay.
So I've got to give up about 3,000. Mickey Hammond's got to give up about 6,000, and Mac McCutcheon's got to give up 20,000.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a scramble there.
All I know is y'all need to go down to Coleman Dental Group, make plans to get down there now. Dr. Alan Coleman and his fine staff will take care of you. Need a Chick-fil-A when Matthew's not on the phone.
He's on the phone.
Jenny, real quickly, just remember, all of you that are knife enthusiasts, the headquarters of the case group is going to be at UG White's tomorrow at the Square. Going to be a good event, and a lot of sports events, soccer, girls softball, boys baseball.
And as soon as UG White starts paying me to start mentioning their ads, I'll start talking more about it. But in the meantime, I ain't.
Regional disc tournament for the entire Southeast.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on. Soccer,
a lot going
softball,
on.
baseball.
A group of people.
No wonder you get skinny. You're running around too much.
I'm running, man. Running.
Dr. Coleman, it's good to see you again.
Good to be back.
Representative
Thank you,
Williams.
Sir. Appreciate it.
Good to see you, Dave. Keep watching Retro.
Yeah.
Retro Television, RTV is on ZTV now. Y'all enjoy that fine, outstanding program. We got to go for the weekend. See y'all back in early Tuesday morning. Got to go. See y'all.
Bye.